Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Murray's going to keep it again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60, 2nd quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man down the field is Henry. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run again with Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Again, Murray will keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down, here's an option right, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got room. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
They pitch it to Harris. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out and forced the field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5. Touchdown, Patriots! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. First down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Murray to run again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball,
touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's another carry for Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Up next, the biggest corner of the entire season.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're going for it. It's Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Childress. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
156 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Harris running straight ahead. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Harris. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible in the playoffs.
A 3-and-out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Now Murray off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 65 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Running off tackle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
The keeper good for only 4. That's going to lead to a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They try again with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it? And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.